Hello everyone. This video I'm gonna do a little guild war. Um, in this battle, I was initially going to just speed Taor it, um, but I kind of wuss out. You know how it is with Theomars and how he likes to violent proc and all that. I was just like I said, just gonna go in and just crush on Veramos there, get him out the way, and then you know, go through and hopefully it would pop Endure on Theo, but I just I know my luck and I didn't want to do it. I wussed out, so I went with the safe bet and just brought Chow and Bella and Malita Nubis. Name is it yeah, it's gone. But I wussed out and took an easy team anyway. Um I'm gonna kind of go through like some of the things like will go through my mind when I'm doing some of these guild battles and stuff. Um, for Veramos, I mean he's very common. He's really easy to defeat. He's just super annoying. Because he likes to cleanse everything. But if you're faster than him, you don't really have to worry about the cleanse, or if you have multiple debuffs. And that's kind of what I was going for here with the Light of Nubis, is that he also does branding and heal block and everything else. So once you get armor break on him, I didn't crit with Chow, but I got a lucky violent proc there. Um, I had kind of had immediate regret not bringing Taor though, because this Theomars really did not hit hard at all. So even if he'd have violented a couple times, it wouldn't have mattered. But clutch heal block there from the Light of Anubis, so Bella couldn't heal up, and then we just say goodbye to Theo. Uh, this right here though, this Bella just gets the violent procs. I thought for sure I was gonna lose Chow to Bella right there, but it finally stopped, and and then we just we move on to round two. But I mean that's so annoying. That's happened to me before. I've had a Bella go just non-stop after everything was all said and done, and I lose a monster, and that's so frustrating. There's nothing you can do though. This second team here is just super straightforward. This Amir is never going to kill my Chastoon, and even if he double crit both my fire monsters, they too much health, too much defense, he wasn't going to kill any of those. This was just a really safe team. I love Rakan anyway. I use this team in every guild battle. This team is just retarded OP. There's just so much health and defense here that it's going to take a lot to kill this team, or a lot of lucky violent procs. But I actually like to bring this team against Theomars too, because it's no guarantee who Theomars is going to hit. He'll hit Chasoon, he'll hit Rakan, it's just, you never know. Oh, and sorry for the little bit of lag that was going on here. This actually wasn't, this was my phone itself. I decided that in the middle of this guild war would be a great time to do a virus scan. So yeah, I made sure all that was off, and I reset the next one. But yeah, this guild battle is pretty straightforward, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Um, just like I said, I took super safe teams, all that, just because I was wussing out. But really for this entire war, I just kind of stuck with safe teams. I kind of want to just get this one won. I'm almost to my next Ifrit piece, and I really want it. This top team here, Veramos Bella, that's very common too. This one I am just gonna speed Taor it. The second team, that Wind Panda is only level 35. I'm not worried about it. It's the Vertiheel and Theomars combo that's gonna be a little annoying, especially if the Wind Panda happens to armor break something, and then Theo goes nuts or Vertiheel goes nuts. But we'll see how it goes. This one, again, super straightforward. Just speed, armor break. This is what I was going to do to the first team, and hopefully, pop Theo's Endure, but that 15,000 on Sig didn't even kill Sig, so it probably wouldn't have gotten that Theomars either. But as you can see, that worked out. And we say bye, Felicia to Bella. This team here, this Wind Panda, like I said, it's only level 35. I'm not worried about anything. This Theomars is slower than holy hell. My Chasoon is like 160 speed, and that Theomars wasn't even close. So I'm not worried about anything this Theomars is going to throw out to me. He's not going to hit very hard. I'm just going to try to get this Vertiheel out of here as fast as possible, because he's really annoying. giving the other team turns and whatnot. I always, with Chasoon against Theomars, I always try to put glancing on him just for that extra little icing on the cake, you know what I mean? Try to keep him, you know, hitting as little as possible, because you never know when Theo can just go crazy with violent procs. Um, I mean, that's always in the back of my mind. I've lost guild battles before to him just going, you know, 3, 4, 5 times and just taking out your entire team, or taking out a key monster you had. But yeah, so I always try to keep glancing on him. This right here was not a derp. I tried to provoke Theomars. Like I said, I always try to keep him locked down regardless. I wasn't, you know, I wasn't super concerned about him, but, you know, he didn't violent this whole time, so that Theomars might have not even been on violent runes, but it's just, you know, I just never take any chances with Theomars. That Wind Panda, like I said, was only level 35, so he didn't stand a chance. Didn't matter what he did. He was just there to be annoying. Last team, I only had 2 green towers left, so I just had to look at them both, and I picked whichever one I felt was the more difficult of the two. First team here is just, it's all water, so of course if you have a Lucian, you know. My Lucian sucks. Throwing that out there right now. My Lucian is not the greatest. I rarely ever actually use my Lucian. It's sad. A lot of people want him so much, but yeah, I don't even really use mine a whole lot. The second team, I don't even know what I was looking around for. I was like, I could change this, maybe do something else. Nah, seriously, Fire Panda, Chasoon, Rakan, that's like my favorite team. It's just so super duper safe. But you know, yeah, see, only 7,500 from my Lucian. You know, there's so much room for improvement there, but I just, like I said, I don't use him a whole lot, so he just gets, you know, whatever runes that I have that I'm not using. And he's not skilled up either. He only has 1 skill up to Amp Magic. This team, you know, again, they're all going to go for Chasoon because the wind is never going to hit fire, and with there being a wind unit there, Arnold is going to go for Chasoon, but none of these guys are going to do anything to her. I've got a ton of health on my Chasoon. If you ever do have a Chasoon though, and you're using Fallen Blossoms, you always want to make sure you're using it on the highest health and highest attack gauge, because that also gives you attack gauge too. Also, I really shouldn't have been hitting this Lich with her, because when you hit him, he gives you slow speed, and that, you know, really, if I needed a heal from Chasoon, that really would have, you know, kind of hurt me if I'd had slow speed on her just from hitting the Lich. I could have just been hitting Arnold, because it's not like he was going to revenge and do anything, so, but, you know, I wasn't worried about any threat out of this team. If it were a normal team, though, I definitely wouldn't have wanted to hit, you know, use Chasoon's single target hit on that Lich. Yeah, that was it for the Guild Wars. Hope you guys enjoyed.